Okay, this is a back of the body activation mat class. We're going to use the wall, a ball, some light weights, and our mat, and whatever it else is that you choose today. Okay, so get yourself some wall space. I'm going to come onto this side wall here so you guys can kind of see what the heck is going on from the side. Yep. And so we're going to start standing. And you can grab your ball, your squishy ball, and come to the wall. I guess I should just mention, even though this stuff might be obvious, I have on socks that actually have like these little grippy situations on the bottom. They're called toe socks, TOESOX, and I love them. But if you are on anything that you can slip on, please be careful, and that's that, okay? So we're gonna stand against the wall, and I'm gonna walk my feet forward. Since I have this weird thing in the wall, I have to shimmy down, but you can kind of slide down. Feet will be about hip distant, and spine will stay against the wall. And funny enough, my socks actually are not as sticky as I thought they would be at this moment, but that's okay. I may take them off. We'll see how it goes. We're going to take the ball and put it right in between the thighs. Right in between the thighs. Okay, so right off the bat, just stay there for a second. This is a really good way to activate the muscles. I really love these socks. Yeah, this is better. They're not as grippy as I thought they would be. Oh my gosh, so much better. Okay, right off the bat, this is a great way to activate the muscles in the upper spine. For those of us that do a lot of work with the computer, here we are up against the wall. If you can't get your head against the wall, that's fine. Don't judge yourself. Do the best you can do. But just notice if you do pull your head back, is your chin up like this? And if it is, pull your chin down and think about pulling your head back and giving yourself a double chin, okay? In fact, we can all think about that, regardless of what's happening with the head, if it's against the wall or not. Pull your chin in toward your throat a little bit. Push your arms back into the wall. If you try and get your hands against the wall and your shoulders are rounding forward, maybe your hands aren't against the wall, or maybe it's just your fingertips, okay? So ideally, we're just trying to bring the back of the body as much as possible against the wall. Keeping yourself nice and still. Quick pelvic check-in. Are you very tucky? Are you very archy? Can you come somewhere in the middle? The legs are starting to warm up right away, right? It is for me. Let's take a nice deep breath. Try and relax the shoulders. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to make the exhale longer than the inhale 3 more times. The next 2, try not to breathe into your shoulders. Nice lateral belly breath. One more time. Good. Squeeze the ball a little bit more and then release it a bit. We're going to do little pulses here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, deep breaths, 2, and 1. Okay, take the ball out for now. Shimmy yourself back up the wall. It's a little awkward for me. Just wiggle the legs out for a second. I'm going to put the ball right in between my ankles. Right in between my ankles. And we're going to warm up the upper body a bit. Let's say hands straight out from the shoulders. Just depending on how your shoulders feel, you'll adjust that if you need to. Fingertips up towards the ceiling. Walk your feet back a bit so you're standing at an angle, a bit of an angle. Shoulders away from the ears. We're going to lift the heels, keeping that ball squeezed. Find your inner thigh connection. Draw the abdominals in. shoulders down. And let's keep all those good things as we lower. This may be a little bit of a stretch for the Achilles area, and lift if you're tight there. As you lower down, reach the heels to the ground and maybe even pick up your toes. And then put your toes back down, lift the heels up, lower, toes up, heels press down, replace the toes, squeeze the ball, lift and lower. Lift the toes. Let's do 5 more like this. Energizing the feet, keeping the back and the legs nice and straight and in a real straight line, the best you can. And let's do 2 more. And 1 more time. So now I'm gonna lift my heels and hold. Ball continues to get that nice squeeze. Standing push-up, bend, and then push yourself away. Energy in the legs. You should feel the backs of the legs energized right now. Let's do 8 more. 8. And 7. And 6. Such an effective way to do push-ups. Such a great way to do push-ups and to pay attention to your breathing and the length of your spine. You're in a plank position right now. Let's do 3 more. 3. And 2. And 1. Lower the heels. Let's reach down, grab the ball, and let's come back to the wall, okay? We're gonna, again, walk the feet forward. Walk, shimmy down the best you can. This time I'm gonna try to get myself from like in a nice angle where the hips and the knees are in alignment with one another. And I'm gonna grab the ball, put it right back in between the thighs, okay? Get yourself situated. Let's find this head position another time, okay? Chin down a little. Find your double chin. Head is pulling back the best it can. This time we're gonna let the arms move. Either your whole palm and your nice straight arms are against the wall, or maybe your fingertips if those shoulders are tight and it's hard to get there without rolling forward. Arms will come up to the ceiling, out to the sides, and then back to where you started. We're breathing. Inhale up, out, reconnect, out, reconnect. 2 more. Reconnect. 1 more. We're going to go the opposite direction for 4. Out. All the way up. 3. 2. Last one. My legs are talking too, I promise. Woo, take that ball out. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle it out. All right, let's come back to where we were. Ball between the ankles. Standing just far enough so you can get that angle again. Whatever angle is right for you, it's really up to you how far back you walk, okay? And we're gonna do the same thing. Let's do toes forward, straight ahead, parallel feet. Shoulders plugged in. Get energized through the core, the tush, the legs. Make sure everything feels nice and alive. Squeeze the ball, lift the heels. As you lower them down, toes come up and reach the heels down. Toes down, heels up. Heels down, toes up. 8, 7, 6, squeeze the ball with your ankles. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold here for a second. Push your palms into the wall. Send your shoulders down. Give yourself a double chin. And then let your head jet forward. And then push your palms in the wall. Give yourself a double chin. And then let your head jet forward and your chest as well. Double chin. Push the wall away. Jut forward. One more each way. You're breathing. And come forward. Now the next time you push the wall away, just pause for a minute. Find like a little bit of a double chin. Not the most double chin you have. A partial. Give yourself a partial double chin. Elbows out to the sides. Like rotate so your elbows are looking east and west. Now rotate the elbow so it's looking straight down. And I like to call this the elbow pit. That should be looking at the ceiling. Let's do that again. This time notice how your shoulders feel. Elbows east and west. Elbows to the ground. Yes. Elbows east and west. Let's add an exhale. Exhale, elbows to the ground. Belly in, shoulders down. 3 more like this. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Long legs. Exhale. One more time. And exhale. Okay, now come back, elbows east and west. Lift your heels. Here's another 8 push-ups. Long spine. 8. 7. Use your fingers. Use your whole hand. 6. Straight line. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Come back. Heels down, push yourself away. Bring your arms up to the ceiling, hook your thumbs. Give that ball a little bit of a squeeze. Your head is still back in that little mini double chin. And then side to side. Ah, that feels nice. Lengthen out. 1 more each way, deep breath. Other side. Come back to the center. Crown of the head stays up as the arms come all the way down. We have to go to the wall again. Don't get mad. Bring your ball with you. You know what? Let's grab those light weights, you guys. Let's really up the ante. It's going to be kind of awkward, but we can do it. Okay, we're going to shimmy forward again and come into this wall sit. I believe this is called a wall sit. Your angle is up to you, okay? My hips and my knees are almost in alignment. Wherever you're at, I'm assuming it's just what feels right for you, okay? So if you're higher up or even a little bit lower down, it's up to you, all right? So I've got 2s. I've got my 2s. We are going to keep ourselves in the alignment that we spoke about in the last 2 times that we did this. Head back. Chin down, double chin, just a little bit. Belly is in. Not so tucky or archy, somewhere in the middle. Arms straight ahead and bend. Belly is in. Straight ahead. When you reach ahead, pull your head back into the wall. And then when you bend, just continue to stay long. Reach and bend. 6 more. 6 and 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Come up and hold. Open the arms. Come to the wall if you can, and then come back together. Ooh, the legs are yelling. Let's do 6 more. 6. We can do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Arms down. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Grab the ball carefully, come away from the wall. That was exciting. Put your weights down. 1 more wall facing variation. Ball between the heels again, you got it. Okay, walk your feet back. This time let's do a little toes apart, heels together, a little bit of a V position with the feet. And then we'll come back up here. So for this one, this is a bit more of like a tricep push-up that we're getting ready for. Spread your fingers. Push the palms into the wall. Double chin. Elbows down. Lift your heels and pause. This takes a little bit of adjusting with the arms to find just what's right for you. So noodle around with the height of your hands as you bend and press. So mine is almost in line with my face. You get to keep an eye on your own elbows, down to the ground. Exhale. Challenge yourself by not hinging when you go forward. Take the whole body with you. Ooh, it is not easy. Oh my gosh, can we do 6 more? 6. And 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. Woohoo! 1 more time. Only come halfway back. Pause. Shoulders down. Little pulse. 8. Don't get mad. 7. 6. Elbows down. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Oh. How about like a little stretch here? Hook your thumbs behind you. Lift and open your chest. Move your head from side to side. Maybe a little circle. Breathe. And then release the arms. Okay, you can just let the ball go. I'm putting my things right next to the mat. Before we come down to the mat, a quick little shoulder release while we're set up for it. I'm gonna start with my right arm, but whichever arm you start with is fine. Right fingertips facing back. Elbow is kind of down. Opposite hand does the same thing. And this is automatically a big sensation through the hands, the wrists, the shoulders, all the parts. To increase this, you're gonna turn away from the wall. Before you do that, shoulders down, relax your jaw, and then try it. Inhale forward. Exhale, reach. 1 more. Exhale, reach. You can look back at the arm that's going away from the wall. For me, it's my left. Fingers back, shoulders down. And then come back. Ooh. And then we get to switch sides, okay? Opposite hand. Fingertips back. Think shoulder down. Opposite arm does the same thing. Before we begin, head back a little bit, shoulders down. Ooh, this side's worse. Look at your opposite hand. I'm looking at my right hand as I turn away from my left. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. I learned this from a teacher who calls this nerve floss. Nerve floss, which is just weird, right? I think it's a really weird thing to call this, but I guess this is a nerve-related release as well. Okay, bring your arms down by your sides. All right, we're gonna come to the mat, my friends. We're gonna start with the hands and knees. We're not gonna be here for a super long period of time, but we're gonna work this back of the body theme a little bit in gravity in a few different ways. So we're standing, we use the wall. Now we're gonna come to gravity in this way. So we kind of have to fight gravity and do some of the moves. It's very similar to what we did on the wall, but now just in a different relationship to gravity. So walk your hands, see if you can get your hands right under your shoulders, yeah. And then the knees underneath your hips, directly underneath your hips the best you can. We just did this a little bit ago at the wall. Elbows, east and west. Rotate your elbows. Notice what it does to your shoulders. And then rotate at the elbow so it's looking backwards. When your elbow is looking back, you can really plug your shoulders in, can't you? I hope the answer is yes. Let's try that a few more times. Slide your elbows east and west. Also notice how your wrists feel when you do this. For me, it's not so good here. The minute I rotate my elbows and plug my shoulders in, it's a little bit nicer for the wrist joint as well. Let's do this 2 more with an inhale, exhale. Inhale, east and west. Exhale, elbows look back. Push the floor away. One more. East and west. Exhale. One more for good luck. And exhale. Okay, I want you to hold this position. Let your head and your chest sink towards the floor. Relax your head. And now double chin, lift your chest, push the floor away. Double chin. We just did this into the wall. Sink, relax your head. Lift, double chin, lift your chest. One more. Lower, your shoulders should be warming up a little bit here. Not too much, but a little bit. Push the ground away. Double chin yourself. Pause there. See if you can keep this. Extend the right leg out behind you. Toes are down. Double chin, belly is in. Right leg is going to lift. Hold here for a second. Energize the spine. Straighten that leg. Lift the leg up into gravity. You should be feeling the glute firing perhaps. The leg is nice and straight. We're going to flex the foot to reach through the heel. Tap the floor, come back up to that place. Imagine gravity pulls you up. Let's do 5 more. Tap, lift. 4 more. Tap, lift. I want you to focus on the glute a little bit here on the way up. 3 more. Tap, come up. 2 more. Tap, and up. 1 more. Tap, hold. Point the foot, little pulse up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bend the knee, come all the way down. Quick wrist break. Just a little twirly whirl, jazz hands, whatever you need to do. We've got the other side to do, okay? Come on back. Check in, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Right now I have my knees together. Elbows look back. Double chin yourself a little bit. Left leg extends out, my toes are down. Lift the leg up, and just for a minute, pretend like gravity is pulling you away from your mat. Leg up, spine long. Let's flex the foot, reach the heel out, really nice and long, really straighten that leg out. Tap, lift, tap. This is a great place to feel the glute fire, if you ask me. Keeping your chest pulling away from the floor. 5 more. 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Hold there. Point the foot, little pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down. Wrist, jazz hands, jazz hands. The Tonys were last night. I didn't watch them, but that can be our tipping our cap to the Tonys. Okay, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. 1 more exercise with each leg before we come onto our backs. I'm just going to change my view, where I am so you can see. All the same things though, elbows back. So we're going to now with the right leg straight out to the side and then straight back. So the knee stays bent. This is our like fire hydrant dog situation. And then we take the same shape and just bring it back. Leg stays bent. We're gonna do 6 more sets. 6, 6, 5. I want you to keep that spine long. 5, you're still lifting away from the floor. 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, and 1. We'll quickly go to the other side. Left leg out to the left and back and left and up and 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, deep breaths. 3, lift your chest. 2, 2, 1, and 1. Okay, that was exciting. We're gonna come to the ground. Keep your things close by, okay? Keep your things close by. We're coming onto our backs. Okay, so lower yourself down. Now we're in gravity in a different way, right? So just like we did against the wall, let's bring the arms by your sides, chin to your chest, a little bit of that double chin feeling here. So just like we did against the wall, it's like you're pulling back. If your head naturally really does come forward a whole bunch, that's just the way your upper spine is, maybe you need a little something underneath your head. So when you pull your head back, you're not chin out like that, or it feels like that. Ultimately, you want to get that chin to chest feeling, and some people just need a little, like a towel, a folded up towel, okay? Having said that, we're going to do some hip lifting. So if you have something under your head for this next part, please remove that. Cervical spine should be nice and flat. Push your feet down, kind of close to your tush. Push your arms down the best you can, and we're pushing to lift. Hips come up just a little bit. I'm not articulating through the spine for this. I'm just trying to stay nice and straight, and then lower back down. Try and keep a nice neutral spine. Essentially, your spine's going to remain almost the same shape as you lift, and lower down. And this is where we just talk a little bit about the back of the body again. Your posterior chain muscles. Think your feet are connected. The muscles fire up through the backs of the legs from bottom to top through to the glute. And then you're pushing your arms down. Your shoulder girdle is nice and awake. You should feel an awareness all the way through the back as well. And let's do 6 more of these with that awareness and an exhale to come up. Exhale. Inhale. Emphasize the heels being pushed down. Also check in with your knees. Some people, when they lift their hips, their knees splay way out to the sides. It certainly isn't wrong, but let's just notice if you can keep your knees tracking with your hips. 5 more. And 3. And 2. And 1 more time. Lower all the way down. Okay, arms are going to come closer. Walk your feet and your knees together, and I want you to walk your feet out a little bit. Let's say like 5 or 6 inches away from where they just were, somewhere around being like 2/3 of the way out to being straight. Knees are together. Extend your right leg so your knees stay together. Give those knees a squeeze. Let's point the right foot and then flex the right foot. Knees stay squeezed. Point and flex. 4 more. Point, push down through the left foot and flex. 3 more. Point and flex. 2 more. Point, knees are squeezed, and flex. 1 more time. Point and flex. Bend the knee, replace that right foot. Keep the squeeze. Extend the left leg. You might notice that one side feels a lot different from the other. It's good to notice, by the way. Point, keep the knees squeezed, and flex. Left leg is straight the whole time. Point and flex. Use your toes. Point and flex. 3 more. Point and flex. 2 more. And flex. 1 more time. And flex. Bend the knee. Put the left leg down. We're going to come back to the right leg. So now we're still paying attention to the back of the body, but now we're going to kind of stretch through the back of the right leg a little bit. Squeeze your knees. Extend that right leg just like we did. And then flex. We're gonna flex the foot and bring the leg up to the ceiling. This should be a big stretch for the back of the leg. And then point your foot and return to where you just were. Squeeze the knees. Flex, reach up. Point, return. Flex up. Point, return. 3 more. Point, return. 2 more. Feel free to soften your knee if you need to, please. 1 more. Point, return, bend the knee, put the foot down. Other side, extend the left leg. Flex that foot. Belly button is in, you're still connected to the ground with your arms. Flex, reach up, huge stretch. Point, come back, squeeze the knees. Flex. Point, return, squeeze. Flex. Point, return, squeeze. 3 more. And squeeze. 2 more. You're still pushing down with your right heel, by the way. 1 more. And replace the foot to the ground and just relax for a second. Take a deep breath. Walk your feet back in towards your tush, but walk your feet out as wide as your mat, or let's say a little wider than your hips if you're not working with a mat today. Push down through your feet, push down through your arms. Hip lift again. No articulation, straight up. Lift. And lower. So we're still trying to get the knees to track over the feet. And lower. Super deep breath. 8 more. Long neck. 7. And 6. And 5. You should really be feeling your glutes here, by the way, friends. Tush. Tushville. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. All the way down. All right, walk your feet back in again. We're coming back to this position one more time. Slide your feet away, about 2/3 of the way out. Squeeze the knees. Now we're gonna wake up the abdominals a bit more than we have so far. Hands behind your head. So now to still tie it in with the back of the body, you're gonna use your hands to lengthen the back of the body, like you're stretching the neck out as you curl up. We're gonna add this leg lift again, okay? So knees together, elbows up just a little bit, shoulders down. As you curl up, one leg extends. And then come on back down, other side. You get to use your hands to keep your neck long. It's like I'm holding onto the back of the skull and gently lifting and lengthening. 3 more. And 3. And 2. And 2. One more time. Other side. All the way down. Okay, walk your feet in a bit. You can keep your hands exactly where they're at. We're gonna bring the legs up into tabletop, but we're gonna make sure the knees are in a bit, okay? So not knees right over hips. That's gonna really call to the hip flexors a ton. I want you to pull your knees in a little so it's more in line with the belly button. Open the knees up, and let's use the hands again to lengthen the neck. Interlace your fingers, cradle the back of the head, elbows up a little bit, shoulders down. Exhale, lengthen the neck as you curl up. 6 more. 5 more. Knees not over the hips, knees pulled in. 2 more. 1 more time. And then come all the way down and bring those legs down, okay? I'm gonna grab my ball and put it under my head. This is just a suggestion. If you don't like the ball under their head, you could use nothing or maybe a rolled up towel. And we're gonna move through the stomach series here, okay? Both hands come onto the shin. Big old stretch here. Opposite leg reaches out nice and long, wide elbows. I'm gonna keep my eyes right at knee height in between my legs. And the upper body stays nice and still for the most part as you do the switch with the legs. Neck is long. Now the ball is doing, if you're using it, the ball is doing what my hands were just doing. Draw the abdominals in as that leg extends out. 3 more. 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Both legs in, feet together, knees slightly apart. Arms up, legs out, circle around, hug. Arms up, legs out, circle around. 3 more. And come around. 2 more. And come around 1 more time. And that's it. Bring one leg up and the other one out. Hold on to your calf or your thigh, whatever you can get to. Hold here. Flex your feet, long neck, and switch the legs. Hold here. Pull it in. Flex those feet. Big old stretch. Now we'll move a bit more quickly. And switch. Switch. And switch. Deep breaths. 4 more. 4. 4. Energy through both legs. One does not just fall to the ground and die. Energy, you're lowering that leg down. 1 more each way. Lower and up. And then bend the knees. Rest the feet for a moment. Arms right by your sides. Give yourself that double chin feeling even into the ball. And then bring the legs up, either diamond or straight up. Whatever is in the cards for you. Lower and left. Squeeze the heels. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Feet down. We're going to leave out crisscross today. Take out the ball, roll over onto your belly. Flip over. Okay. Ball doesn't need to be here. Elbows nice and wide, head down. Okay, so just relax here for a second and let the pelvis relax and the neck feel long. You can double chin yourself and rest your forehead down like I am, or if not, choose another position. Give me 3 deep breaths here into your waist, not your shoulders. And 2. One more. Good. Now push the palms down, slide the shoulders back, lift the chest and look forward. Let's keep the elbows down. And then lower back. And lift. And lower. And if you'd like, you can start to lift the elbows a little bit. If that sounds like a nice idea. And lower down. So try to get full range of motion with the head. When you come up, look up. And then chin in and look down. Chin out, look up. And chin in, look down. Let's do 1 more. And lift. And lower. Okay, now keep your head down. Lift your arms up by your sides in this cactus or goalpost position. Shoulders down, palms are facing the ground. Head lifts just a little bit, so you're hovering off the ground. Palms continue to face the ground. Extend the arms like you are an airplane. Palms are facing the ground. Bring the arms by your sides, palms are facing the ground, reach long. Come on back out to airplane and bend cactus and lower everything down. So we're gonna do that little combo again, okay? Take a breath. And then lift the head and the chest and the arms. Eyes stay to the ground, palms face the ground. Extend out to the sides, really reach, wide arms. Bring the arms closer to your side body. Reach down towards your own feet, palms face the ground. Come on, but back out, wide reach, and then bend, come back where you started, and lower, and relax. One more of these. Take a nice deep breath. And lift, and arms, extend, find that good reach. Bring the arms by your sides, reach long like you want to get to your feet, and then come back out, and bend all the way down. Let's do a quick little sit back on the heels. Big old stretch. One more breath here. Good. Okay, we're gonna come back to the hands and knees one more time. Hands under the shoulders. We did a standing plank, and we did do 3 of these, but it would be maybe sad if we didn't try just it once towards the ground, okay? So let's check in. Palms under shoulders. Spread your fingers, push them down. Elbows, look back. Elbows look back so your shoulders can plug in. You are either going to find a modified or a regular plank. It is up to you. And I want you to elbow back, lift your chest, find your double chin, maybe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. Woo! Okay. We're going to stand. Let's come up to stand. You can use your mat if you'd like for this next part. Okay, so come on up to stand. That's right, I moved my mat. Okay, so a little bit of standing, back of the body work here. We don't need anything just yet. Come on up to stand. Few variations for the arms. I'm going to bring my hands behind my head and interlace my fingers. Here is when I think you should change it. Just quick side view. If you feel like you're only doing this, then you'll switch it to something else. But if you feel like you can pull your head back into your hands and continue to wake up those muscles in the back of the neck, then stay here. If you're only pushing yourself forward, maybe today you're here, or even fingertips to forehead, something like that, or even here, okay? You can mess around with that and see what you like best, all right? Feet parallel, let's do that. Shift your weight into your right leg. Head back, elbows wide if you're like me. Alert through the abdominals. The opposite leg is going to lift and lower. So as much as this is a balance exercise, we're working the legs and the hips, find the back of the body in this series. I may even change my arms as well. Your body will tell you when it's time to make a change. Outside leg, 4 more. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Come on down, arms wide and down. Quick little neck circle. Take a breath. Go the other way. Come on back and look straight ahead. Go back to that same arm position or try another, where you can pull your head back and stand tall. Shift into the opposite leg. Now for me, it's my right leg that will lift and lower. I kind of feel for me like I'm pulling my own head gently towards the ceiling. And 5, 4, and 3, 2, one more. Whoop, whoop. Got it. Whoop, maybe. Come all the way down. All the way down. Quick little shoulder roll. It's a lot of work for the shoulders to be there. I'm going to change and come here with my hands. There's so many other positions that you can use, okay? This just sounds nice for me. We're going back to the same shift, head back thing. Now the left leg is going to come out, little circle. 8, 7, 6. Imagine your head and back are against the wall behind you. 3, 2, and we go the other way. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, stand tall. 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Take a breath. Side 2. Choose your arm position. Get longer. Opposite leg comes out and circle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, away, 8, 7, this is hard, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh! Come on down. Shoulders up, inhale. Release it. One more like that. Okay, we're gonna grab those light weights, please. Fall to the side, grab your light weights. Feet about hip distance. Soften your knees, send your hips back a little bit, soften the elbows, shoulders down. Pretend like your head is pulling up into an imaginary wall. Untuck your booty. Your back is the same shape as it was on the floor and the wall here. Arms up and down. If it's intense for your low back, tip your shape like from this to this a little bit. All right, tip your shape a little if it feels straining anywhere. Change your angle. Last 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. One more. Arms go straight and right by your sides. Knees stay soft. Press up. 2, 3, 4. Straight arms. 5, 6, 7. Hold. Palms face the ground. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold. Palms face up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way up. Take a nice deep breath. Quick little ear to shoulder and ear to shoulder. Come on back up with the head, and we're going to come up with the arms. We did this against the wall as well. So we're going to recreate it. Head back. Double chin a little bit. And wide. And come in. Someone will be like, so, what did you do today during your workout? Oh, I practiced my double chin. That's what I did. I'm like, oh, okay, that sounds like a really good class. And wide. Yeah, it was. It's all about spinal alignment, actually. So there. 4 more. Am I the only one that has imaginary conversations with people who are asking me why I do things in my head? 3 more. Breathe. Recreate the wall. 2. 1 more. We're going to hold right here. Hold. Forward. Up. Check out yourself. Make sure that your elbows and your shoulders are in a good place. 4, 6. Head back. And 5. And 4. And 3. Crown of the head pulls up. Feet push down. 2. 1 more. Come on up. Come on down with the elbows. Arms stay wide. Lift your chest. In. Open the doors. Close the doors. Open the doors. And 6. 5. 4. 3. Relax the jaw. 2. 1 more. Come all the way down. Quick little jaw release, little side to side, never hurts with the head. Come back to the center. 1 more of these positions where we come into a little bit of a hinge. Elbows bend. As I stretch my right arm forward, my palm is still facing in towards the center line of my body, and so is the left arm as well. Both arms are straight. Bend, we'll switch. Bend and switch. You'll change your angle to either face the floor a bit more than me or not, just depending on how it feels. Recreate the wall behind your back. 3 more. And 3. And 2. And 2. And 1. And 1. All the way up. Take a nice deep breath. We're going to roll down. Chin to the chest at first. And you'll just let your arms be heavy. Ooh, soften the knees. Let the upper body slowly come forward. Try and relax your forehead. When you get as far as you should, pause. Exhale. 1 more deep breath. We're going to leave the weights there. And then we will slowly rebuild, starting by connecting to the floor with the feet, gently pushing down and slowly coming up. When you come to the top, take your time. Stand tall, connect to the floor. Find your imaginary wall that your head can pull up into, and just give me 1 more deep breath. Arms rise up. And exhale. We did it. Have a lovely day. You guys are the most awesome. Be good.